I want to share something very, very important, gentlemen. And I wish you can hear this on behalf of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is on sanctions with the American government.
Zimbabwe
is on sanctions.
Oh, on sanctions.
With the American government.
Yes.
Making it totally impossible to do business in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has got 82 minerals that are sought for in the whole world. From top to bottom. I'm not mixing words. For an investment less than 15,000, you can get a mine that is 60 to 120 years of resources with a couple of billions that are on the ground. If you are going to plan to target the southern part of Africa, Zimbabwe is the reason we are in a colonial state in the south. Because they started doing gold as early as the 1600s with the Chinese and the Phoenicians. The Portuguese came late 1800s and Europeans came towards the 1864-65s. Coming for the gold, which they found already dug, purified in its purest state here in the south. So now they said, where are these mines? King Solomon's mines are here in Zimbabwe, where they used to dig gold and send it up to Israel, Congo, and Zimbabwe, and even in Mpumalanga. If you have time, I'll take you to Queen Shiba's mines. And no one knows how they were called Queen Shiba's mines. But they're still there, with the old digging methods still in place. You can go there and see for yourselves.
And that's the name of the mine, Queen Shiba.
Queen Shiba. Okay. What I'm saying is that Israel, United for Christ, needed to look at strategic properties from whence the financial muscle can be unleashed to its full potential. And the 6,000 you can dump around Africa in terms of getting a plot of land and consolidated into a diamond, a gold, a chrome, a platinum mine in Zimbabwe. With your kind of skills that you have at a multinational level, and the background of contractual mining which can be worked at the bottom part, a small investment could actually sponsor a whole organization beyond your imaginable doubt.
Wow.
This speaks of a totally different strategy of looking at it. I could give you a chrome mine as early as tomorrow. 4 of them if you want. I can give you a gold mine, 10 or 15 of them. Concession. I'll give you a diamond mine if you want one. But the question is, if you plant your seed on fertile ground, you are able to harvest for generations to come. But you cannot spend good money on bad investments. And then you overspread yourselves on the continent and the impact is minimal. So you get a mine for 15, 20,000, 30,000 at most you're in operation. You're beginning to spin your $3, $4, $5, $6 million a month from your own mine, 16, 15, 20 bars of gold. Then you can decide what to do with that kind of investment in terms of impacting and influencing Africa at a greater level. I suggest that Zimbabwe, in your militarizing space and thinking, vigorous impact and change, identify where someone will tell you, plant your seed beside the waters and it will not wither, whether in summer or in winter. You will have a reliable return on ROI. I say that from a position of information and influence, where the desires of the organization, and I envy the skill pool that you have as an organization that has hardly been tapped into. Where we can say, how many lawyers do we have in Israel?
Right.
How many doctors do we have in Israel? How many engineers do we have in Israel? Okay, give me 5 in each. Here's a project. Can you make it bankable? Give me 5 of each. Here's a water project. Give me 5 of each. Here's a coffee, whatever. Give me 5 of each. Here's a water reticulation. Give me 5 of it. Here is a mining deal. Give me 5 of it. Here's a farm for agriculture. So that within that outfit, you actually have a team of commandos in military language who can get into a space and the multi-skills of transforming that resource into finance and money runs the world.
Yes.
Yes, the Spirit of God is in it. But when God wants things done, He does not look for prayer from men.
He said money is a defense.
He looks for men of action who can pick up a sword and go and get the job done.
Money is a defense. That's what God said, Ecclesiastes.
My simple submission to you, Honorable, without disrespect, but I can make my word good and back it up with enough documentation to that effect. Present it to the brothers on the other side and say, we have an offer for Zimbabwe. And we have 82 minerals in Zimbabwe alone, which the world is looking for. But right now we cannot do anything because we're in sanctions. So the environment is conducive for investments. You can buy those things next to nothing. Look for alternative markets in the East. and in the Middle East, while America and Europe are still misbehaving. And you can grow now, while the enemy is fast asleep. Hit the head.
I like that. That sounds like some good stuff.
That is some good
We
stuff.
definitely have to counsel on that. That's
Some good stuff right there.
Excellent.
So you originally from Zimbabwe?
Originally from Zimbabwe, but I've been here for 33 years.
Oh, okay.
I've built the media houses here and content development and church work and royal conversations and quite a bit of work. Yeah.
Okay.
Originally Seventh Adventist, so it should at least give you some understanding.
Yes.
That's where I started and grew, and then cultural and the rest has been history.
D, go ahead. I'm looking at something I wanted to ask him about, but go ahead.
No, I was gonna. So I've been here for a week. One thing I noticed about here in South Africa, the apartheid. That's it, right? Apartheid. I can never say that right. I don't know. Maybe it's my accent.
No, you must never be able to pronounce it. It's not part of your dictionary.
And what I noticed that that was only over 29 years ago. 25, right? So damn,
1994.
1994. So about 25, 29 years, right? But what I noticed that a lot of our people here actually believe that they are free. In other words, they want to forget like it never happened. I had a big problem with that, because that's not a long time at all. And the way they behave, the one here, that, and I also notice the whites, the one they have no respect for the blacks here. They talk to them any type of way, but the blacks more like more respect towards them than their own blacks. But the white people have no. So I said that though to say this, that also the sister that was here earlier make a statement. She said the reason a lot of people here in South Africa more like try to reject the Bible is because when the colonizer come in, they come in with the Bible. I understand that, because like I was telling a brother Saturday, one of the problems we have that in slavery, if you know, there was a law that we could not read and write. So what they did is whatever we learned, they took the Bible and they turned it against us. So when they come and they say, oh yeah, God said they can put us in slavery, they can do this, they can rape, they can rob, they can murder, we still got to forgive them, but that's not in the Bible. So my thing is that here in South Africa, we already got a couple of people here, a couple of brothers here. About 20 brothers and sisters here. I hate to say it, but I don't see myself living here, because I actually got a problem the way the whites treat the blacks here. To me, it's like it still exists, and for some reason I cannot get it out of my head.
The danger we have faced is that our African government that came into space did not understand the impact of colonization. They came in to run the system which the white man was running. So our oppressors now are the black brothers and sisters who are running the colonial system on behalf of the white man, who says, I have left it to you and you're free. So the legislative framework is still okay. We can only share toilets and bathrooms, but we can't share ownership of insurances and banks, right, and construction companies, and where changes are impactful. So it looks like our independence was to share the same toilet. Because we used to have put notices, no blacks allowed, no whites only, kind of thing. So when democracy came, quote unquote democracy, they just went and removed the posters, but the mindset still remains the same.
Right.
You can now use my toilet, but don't think that by using my toilet you're better than me. So it became a psychological war.
Yeah, that is.
So our mothers are still working in the white man's kitchens,
right,
as they used to in the other days. Only a few of our brothers have moved into the white communities, but they've moved in there because they're now sitting on the table with the white brothers. And what are they being told on those white tables? You are better than them. You are not like them. So immediately they have the belief of money. They buy their houses away from the location in Deviton and Soweto.
Right.
They come to Houghton, they come to Melrose Arch, and then they have their children to white schools. They're now buying their foods in Woolworths, in the white spaces. They're also learning how to play golf and play bowling with white little pair of shorts and some small little dukes on their necks on a Sunday. And what can you tell that boy? Because he's a graduate of Harvard University. He's a graduate of Oxford University. And when he talks to his fellow equals, they understand him. But the question, when you take him to the village, when his mother dies, is a boy who will not sleep at his own home. He will hire a hotel, or the mother must book a room next door. He will bring his own groceries and food and drink, because he can no longer eat or relate. They don't understand him. So you understand the psychological whitewash of the mind. It's something that you must look at. And if there's a place you must work, it's South Africa. It's for that reason that you must come, if you hear me. Because that feeling that you have, that is a true African feeling, that many of us at the bottom are feeling. And if you're bringing a word of encouragement and you're coming a missionary, it is to help even the brothers who are in that state to say, no, brother, you can't think like that. You are this, you are not that. So don't avoid us because we are behaving less than. Maybe we're still recovering from the addiction.
We were on the street teaching yesterday. And there's a college here. I forgot the name of the college. Alexander College. And a lot of the
area.
Oh, that's the area.
Yeah. Alexander's across the road. That's where the blacks are.
Yeah. And they were out in the street, photographers.
Separated by a street. The wealth, this is the richest 1 mile in the whole of Africa.
Yes.
And that is the poorest 1 mile in the whole of Africa. With people sitting and staying on top of each other. Separated by a street.
So they were in the streets doing photography, fashion. So we were in a corner teaching the Bible. Come back to who you are. And they were so adamant that they were free. They don't need God anymore. They are free. Mandela set them free. Did Mandela really set the people free?
The narrative that European media would sell is that which benefits them. Because anything to the contrary of that will start up a new revolution and war if need be. If the white media will not tell the African, or if the white media will tell the African what was in the pact of the sunset clauses prior to the liberation of South Africa, South Africans will lose their minds and will go to war the following morning. Because what was signed for in the peace treaties is not what the South African is experiencing.
Right.
We were not told the whole truth about land, about laws, about prisons, about education. We were just told that you will be free. So they woke up one morning and hit the table and said, you are now free. But who told the African how to be free? Free to what?
Right.
Our graves are still in the farms of the white people.
Right.
And I can't go there to clean up my father's graves. So free from what? If one can define that freedom. Our children in some certain places, they don't have freedom to go and study in those schools. So free from what? You walk up to the bank tomorrow morning, you will not have a loan the same way a white man will get a loan.
Correct.
So free from what?
Exactly.
So you're free from what? In some certain restaurants, you can't even go and eat in some certain restaurants now in a free South Africa. There is a place there in South Africa, Orania. They've created a town for themselves, purely Afrikaners only. No black man is allowed there. You only come here to work and get out. But the rest of the people that live here are purely Afrikaners. Because Afrikaners notice that their children are getting married and their children are also marrying blacks. And the far left, the KKK translation here, which are the Afrikaners say, no, we are being pushed out of the radar. Let's create our own city.
Right.
So they went to the government, applied for everything. They got there, few square kilometer, hectarage, whatever it is, and they're building their own city with their own currency, their own flag, their own language, and their own ethics in South Africa. In South Africa.
Right.
Now you understand me, my brother? It's like when I invade your house, then I create my house in your house, and you have no problem with that. Like at the center of your house, I put my house, I put my flag, I run my currency and my own ID passports in your house. Hell, the arrogance of the Afrikaners and the white people is beyond imagination.
Yes. And you know what it reminds me of? I was in Genesis 43. In ancient Egypt, I know you're familiar with it, I'm just talking. In ancient Egypt, right, when we were captive there, I am reflecting it with South Africa. Genesis 43 in verse 32. Read that for me.
Genesis 43, verse 42. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptian not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians.
They had a system which was similar to segregation in America, similar to apartheid here. We had to come, do the work. We could not sit with them in the same restaurants or any of that. We were separate. It was an abomination for the Hebrews to sit with the Egyptians, just like today, for our people, the blacks, to sit with the whites. It's very similar. We had to go to Goshen and have our own community set up. Goshen was where we lived, as you know. And I'm definitely reflecting what Mandela practically did exactly what Obama did. Hello, Shalom. Come on in. She wanted to sit in.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting.
Yeah. Leave your bag there. Give me your name one more time. Mama Khiti. She wanted to sit in. Sit right there.
You want to sit next to me here? I don't have
I'm fine far away from bishops.
I don't have a history of human consumption. Come with me.
So Mandela did practically exactly what Obama did for us in America. It's the same conditions, Obama passed every kind of rights to gays, Japanese, midgets, humpbacks, but nothing for us. It's like, and we voted, he's the first black president. Yeah! We had high hopes and everything went down. Everything, and it's very similar. No matter where you go, oh, you got your first black president, you need to be quiet. But then what does he do for us? Nothing. He stands up for everyone but us. And he said, I can't just be the president for the blacks. Well, you're not the president for us at all. You're not doing anything. And that's what we see, and that's what we notice. And like in the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, if you could get it for me, we put our hopes in America. We put our hopes in the government. And the Most High warned us. Lamentations 4:17, is that it?
I got you, yes, I got you.
Yes, sir.
Lamentation chapter 4, verse 17.
Go ahead.
As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
So America could not save us, but our people always have high hopes, dreams. Like they're discontent with the current democracy system now. So now what they're doing is saying, oh, white men I'm talking about, we're thinking about giving you reparations. That's the new trick to get us back to voting again and rah, rah, rah. But then after they get in office, we changed our mind. Every 4 years it happens. Every 4 years. But every 4 years our people vote or die, vote or die. And it's ridiculous. And we're trying to show our people a better way, another way. Because that system, the Western system, I'll use that term to cover where we're at worldwide, it's not working for us. It's just not working for us. And I like what you said about the minds. I never that strategy. That's some. We definitely have to counsel on that, because that's some excellent stuff right there, which we never thought of. And I'm glad the Lord had you bring that out. So now we're gonna talk on that thing. Now here's something.